guys, how are you today? It's been a long time since we haven't done any video like sit down video. So plenty of people are commenting and asking me about what are the job descriptions of aged care worker in Australia. So since I work in an aged care facility and I started as an aged care, I will tell you about the basic jobs about aged care workers. So if you want to become an aged care worker in Australia, guys, you have to study. I have a note here with me so I don't forget. So you have to study 6 months of study, and then 6 months of study, but sometimes the institution that you are enrolled in is they offer like once a week study, and then maybe 2 days per week, for 1 day for laboratory and 1 day for lectures and everything. So twice a week, maybe 1 to 2 twice a week for 6 months. And then the tuition fee is around 1,500 to 2,500, depends on the institution that you want to enroll in. But if you are a permanent resident or Australian citizen, you can have it for $150 to $195 the tuition, because it's government subsidized. And then there's only a registration fee of $250, depends also on the institution that you want to enroll in. So classes is from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, so yeah, we'll talk about the job descriptions of aged care. So this is only from my experience. Disclaimer, it depends on the facility you work in. So each job description is different, but it is only on my experience. So yeah, I will tell you about the basic job descriptions of an aged care worker. So this one, there's like a lot of aged care worker, like you can do home care, or you want to be in the residential facility. So home care, you will go to the clients' houses, and then you will provide them with personal hygiene, or assist them with washing, cleaning, or everything. So I haven't have any experience with home care. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about residential, or like in a facility of a nursing or aged care facility. So let's start with a daily routine. So first, the shift usually depends on the facility. The shift starts at 7 o'clock, and then usually when you go in there, you do handover. You have nurses with you working, and you have ENs and you have RNs as well. So with a personal carer, the main job is to assist with ADL. So what is ADLs? Is activities of daily living, like showering, toileting, eating, grooming, bathing, dressing, going to the toilet and everything like that, shaving, like that things. So you will assist them with that one. So on a daily routine, you go in there, you start your shift with a handover. You assist them with shower in the morning, and then you wheel them to breakfast, like you go in the main dining and take them to breakfast. Some residents that cannot walk anymore, you have to assist them with lifting machines, like you use lifting machines, but you have like someone or other staff to help you use the lifting machine, because most of them are like to assist, so you don't hurt your back or anything. So you have an extra person to help you with lifting machines and everything. But most of them, some of them are still independent, like they can do their own showers, they can still do their daily tasks. So those residents that needs us help, that's where you come in and help them with going to the toilet, brushing their teeth, brushing their hair, helping them dress, like you have to help them with putting the dress on, especially the buttons of their clothes, because they're very small and their hands are very like, yeah, they have difficulties putting the buttons on, like they cannot bend down, so you have to help them pull their pants up or put their continence aids up and everything, put their stockings on. And then once that's all done, once they've showered, once they've washed and everything, you will take them to breakfast. Now, most residents can still, we have to promote their independence. So as soon as we can promote their independence, that the better. But some residents really struggle just with feeding themselves. So we have to help them with meals, like we have to feed them or give the food to them so they can eat during breakfast time. So the ENs and the ENs, like the nurses, will give the medications, mostly the personal care workers, mostly on hygiene and toileting and everything. So breakfast, after the breakfast, we wheel them back to the rooms. And then when they're back to the rooms, most of them want to go to the toilet, so we take them to the toilet. And like continence wise, expect to have like residents that sometimes gets incontinent, so you really have to get your hands dirty, you know what I mean, help them with toileting, help them with wiping and everything else, just to clean them up and things like that. So what else? So yeah, that's the most basic jobs. And also there are some personal care workers that can do medications as well. So they help with ADLs as well as giving medication. So there's I think the certificate 4 can do medications. Certificate 3 is only with the hygienes and everything and transfers and yeah. So we also help them with activities, like just to provide them with activities so they don't get bored during the day, because most of them like, you know, in a residential, like especially now with this pandemic, they get really bored, they get nothing to do. So we have to help them with activities like yeah, like bingo, any activities that can make them a little bit busy while in the rooms or in the building. So, and also the most exciting part is in an aged care facility, you will encounter people with dementia or Alzheimer's. That's where the challenges are. Like, you have to be very patient with the dementia residents, because sometimes they get like, they don't know that they're doing things like challenging behavior. So you must learn how to approach them, or how to deal with such behaviors in such a way that you will not upset them, or like you have to really like, how do you say that, you really have to be attentive and making sure that you are providing the care and the needs that they want, even if they cannot express it. So you really have to be very how do you say this, attentive to like the signs that if they're in pain, they become agitated, or if they're constipated, they become like their attitude or their behaviors change is because they have pain or they're constipated, something like that. So you really have to keep an eye on those signs, like, yeah. So because some of them cannot express what they feel anymore, like they don't know that they're feeling that, and most of them becomes incontinent and everything. So we really have to put our caring hands in care, and if you are working in a aged care facility, because like they are the most vulnerable people, like we have to advocate for them, like, because they cannot say, especially the people that are in bed, like